It's your boy Ace here. Welcome to Afternoons Delight. So, let's get to it, y'all. We had a busy night on Grand Slam. I just went over the Chris Jericho, Claudio Castagnoli match. So let's get into what I like to call the hip hop battle for the AEW Tag Team titles, and it was an interesting one. First off, wow, the heel heat that Swerve Strickland gets when he comes out is unbelievable. Keith Lee came out there, and then we had Fabulous. Fabulous was a surprise coming out there with them. He on a Knicks jersey and stuff like that. And then, bro, the Acclaimed pop when they came out was something else, bro. Bro, they are literally the only thing in AEW besides MJF that gets a louder pop. Like, their pop is something else. The New York crowd was over for them, man. Max and Anthony Bowens, man, with Billy Gunn, and I think they came out with DJ Wu Kid, who sat next to Fabulous during the match, and it was electric in there to start the match, and people really wanted to see this one. This was probably one of the more interesting title matches the whole year at AEW. Like, people wanted to see if there's a chance that they're Acclaimed, because they're so over right now, gets these belts tonight. So let's get into the last part of the match. Strickland performed a springboard flip dive onto both opponents. Billy Gunn got back in Strickland's face and they jawed with one another until Lee pulled Strickland back. The referee turned his attention to get Lee back in his corner. Meanwhile, Bowens hit Strickland with a discus forearm, and then Gunn followed up with a Fameasser. Gunn tossed Strickland back inside the ring, and then that's when Caster dropkicked Lee, and then Bowens slammed Strickland to the mat. Caster hit Strickland with the mic drop, and that was all she wrote. Scored the pin, 1, 2, 3, Confetti shot off for the title change. So, in 13 minutes, the Acclaimed, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens are your new AEW Tag Team Champions. And bro, when the referee hit that mat for the 3 count, that New York crowd went ballistic, bro. Like, bro, the crowd wanted that in Chicago. They got it here at Grand Slam. Very similar crowds, by the way. Like, we all know the New York and Chicago crowds are traditional, and they're very into it. They usually start kind of the momentum swings for teams and stuff like that. We saw Chicago really get the claim to another level, even though they've been over all year. But I think their overness against Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee was something else. And I think that's the benefit of having a great build. Like I said, AEW, if AEW comes out of anything that they've done in the past 3 years, it's the way they built these boys up. Like, they built these boys up very well. Very well. Like, AEW doesn't get credit sometimes for building people up, and they should get credit for this, man. For real. Swerve Strickland was definitely healing it up all match. He's definitely going to be a heel coming out of this. But I did want to say something about Keith Lee. Will Keith Lee be a heel with Swerve Strickland? I think I want to see Keith Lee. What I want to see them do is this. Keith Lee should start out as a heel with Swerve. But then I think at some point Swerve turns on Keith Lee, and then Keith Lee is back to being a babyface. I want to see Keith Lee do a heel run, because the way his proper, the way he speaks is very proper, and I think he could come in with that I'm better than you attitude, like my boy Kicking It with Ross was talking about. I think that'd be perfect. So I'm definitely interested in that. And FTR even congratulated Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. Now, I do think Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee might get their rematch, so we might see part 3 of this. And this match wasn't better than the one at All Out, but it was still a very good match. Very solid match. I give it an 8 or 9 out of 10, in my opinion. So really good stuff, man. Go on ahead and hit the like button for me. Hit that like button for me. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new in the zoo. Any comments I got, definitely put them below. And if you want to donate to the channel, hit the super thanks button below. I much appreciate it. Also on this channel, man, if you go onto my community tab, you can vote against to see what people are watching on the channel today. Y'all know I cover a lot of different things on the channel. Track and field usually leads all the time, so I would like to see the polls get a little bit closer. So if y'all can go over there, start voting for AEW. I will be having one up every Wednesday, so come back every Wednesday in the community tab and vote for AEW to give them some more votes so that they can possibly get the second place or even top track and fill one of these weeks. So definitely going ahead to do that. But yeah, man, to end this off, man, they are so over, man. These boys are so over right now. And it's going to be interesting after they're done with Swerve and Keith Lee, what's next for them? Who's going to face them next? This will be very interesting. I would actually love to see AEW somehow build up the Ass Boys and have them go after them. Like, they need to build them up like the way they've done with the Acclaimed. Because the Acclaimed were heels too at one point and lost a lot of matches because they were so cocky. They had that like cocky thing going on. So they need to build up the Ass Boys the same way, man. But thank y'all for watching. After News, the like.